wrestling with two decisions now. One is the like, which route do we want to go? And then I guess sort of contingent upon that is if we choose a particular route, or I guess for either route that you outlined, there's the how will we navigate it, because there's some not insignificant challenges in either.
Yeah.
The first route you outlined was continuing to use Xanax, and the second one was not continuing to use Xanax. I know from other clients I've worked with that some folks have done what you might call a medium path, where they'll titrate the dosage to get to a zero usage point, but it's not, starting level usage to zero. It's starting level usage to maybe 3/4 of that usage, to maybe half, to maybe a quarter, and then eventually to a 0 point. And there are other folks who don't pursue that method, but I wanted to outline that as a potential in-between method.
I've heard about that. I'm skeptical, but if that could work, I'd be very interested.
I'd like to propose an exercise, if you're willing, and let's keep with your initial categorization of either continuing to use or not continuing to use. And I'll say in the not continuing to use category, I'm going to leave that open to the method of titrating down or going cold turkey. So it's just basically one route leads us to at some point in the future being at 0 Xanax. One route leaves us, indefinitely being at non-zero Xanax usage. It seems like there are pretty vocal parts of you voicing each one. Sometimes to sort of flesh out what we're thinking, it can be useful to embody one of those at a time. And I'm going to continue to be me. I'm going to continue to be Dr. Jurgens, and I'll be speaking with you, or with the parts of you rather. And that can sometimes help you give a voice to one, hear it out without kind of like immediately voicing the counter argument to it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Let's give it a try.
Okay. Which part would you like to voice first?
The part to stay using Xanax.
Okay. Alrighty. You want to do a little, a little shimmy or a little like something to get enrolled?
Well, that's just status quo.
Okay. Alrighty. So, talk to me about your thoughts right now. What are you thinking?
Just thinking a very easy road. Let's not stir the pot. Let's not break with our friends. Let's manage. That's the feeling I'm taking in, is getting just 5% better every day. Managing, and then sort of pushing bigger decisions down the road while making smaller decisions now.
So it sounds like you're thinking that it could be strategic to take on smaller decisions now and not really rock the boat and risk kind of putting yourself into a state of disequilibrium.
Yeah.
You also mentioned your friends.
Yeah.
You sound like you're a pretty good friend.
I'm an okay friend.
Okay.
I can be selfish.
But friends are something that are important to you.
They are important to me. Yeah. And there's a part of me that loves my friends. There's a part of me where I wonder, are we friends?
In what ways do you want to get better? You mentioned wanting to get 5% better.
Well, I want to be just cleaning my apartment.
Okay.
Would be nice.
Yeah.
Just having a clean apartment. Being just a little bit better at work, not having this sense like, oh, I'm dreading this because I'm hungover and dazed. getting more out in the dating market, just little improvements.
So there are things you can do while still having a non-zero Xanax usage that you mentioned.
Yeah.
And I've seen you do some of those things in the past few weeks.
Yeah.
I remember, what was it, 2 weeks ago, that you said you got like a positive performance review from your boss. You've been passing the drug tests with flying colors.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not testing for Xanax.
That's stupid.
So it sounds like there are some real things that you're capable of doing while still maintaining a Xanax usage.
Yeah, I would say so.
You also mentioned that it's I think you described it as the easy road, which I was a little bit interested by, because I've heard you talk with, a degree of appropriate pride about some of the difficult things that you have navigated previously. So what about it do you see as easy, and then what is about that is appealing to you?
It's not that life is easy, it's just there's one road that feels like Frodo going to Mount Doom, or whatever that place is called, and destroying the ring.
Mordor, I think.
Mordor.
Yeah.
And that is a really hard road. I mean, I really shouldn't read these Reddit articles about how hard it is to get off Xanax, but it sounds like it's the hardest thing. It sounds like Navy SEAL boot camp. And knowing that compared to just maintaining, this is the easy road compared to that.
Yeah. You described one road or one door you could open as being Frodo, and then outside of that there are more doors to be explored.
I mean, are you saying that I could choose many opportunities?
That was a dumb pun about Mordor. But in any event, I think that it's perfectly reasonable to look at something that's difficult and calculate that into what you're doing and what you're not doing. I mean, life would be more difficult for me right now if I put a 30-pound kettlebell into my bag and carried it around with me everywhere I went. So I'm not doing that because I don't see a conceivable benefit, and it would make things more difficult. You're describing the weight of in this case, the metaphorical 30-pound kettlebell. And it's difficult, and it seems like you're accessing some resources that are describing the nature of that difficulty.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing about kind of our line of thinking right now is that there's some immense difficulty that all things equal we would rather avoid. All things equal is a nice thing we can do in thought exercises. That most of the time in life it's not all things equal, but I'll leave that for another time. In any event, there's some real difficulty and real pain and suffering that could be avoided. There's also the social element that you have some friends, and kind of how you're living your life right now is conducive to maintaining those friendships, and human connection and friendship and camaraderie is something that's important to you, with the caveat of you have some doubts, I guess, about the quality or substance of the friendships, and that there are goals you can pursue without making a change on the Xanax front. Those are the biggest reasons that I outlined, but I want you to fill me in if there's are pieces I'm missing or nuances I'm getting wrong.
No, you said it perfectly. I just hate this choice. I want it to be made for me. The fact that I have to choose makes it worse. I wish I didn't even know that I could even get off it.
Yeah. Okay. Should we talk to the other part that's interested in the Mordor option?
Sure.
Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. So outline for me what you're thinking.
How do I describe this? It's like waking up one day. It's like that horrible dream you have where you're running around high school and you're just realizing that you have the final exam you haven't studied. it's like an inconceivable task that you don't want to do, but you know that it will make you so much better and your whole life could change. And there's honestly just a bit of like, you know, there's so much intrigue of what that life could be like, because it's not, you know, who knows. I mean, I could get off it and next thing I know I just have some stupid job and I hate my life, and but it could be something else. And
what's that something else that's drawing you?
I don't know. I mean, it's a fantasy of just a different life that I could have that is really intriguing.
What about your life now would you want to be different?
Oh, I mean, my life is kind of, it's not a life I'm proud of. It's a life that I hide from people, like my coworkers, parts of my family. You know, I'm constantly hiding my current life now. It's not a life that I'm proud of to share.
Secrecy can be a big burden.
Yeah, a lot of secrecy.
And it almost sounds like you're wrestling with some shame about the life you're living.
Oh, yeah, that is spot on. There's tons of shame. It's as I said earlier, I mean, just seeing the amount of prescription bottles that were just in my closet, not thrown away. It's interesting that I don't throw away these items. It's almost like my body is trying to tell me that, almost trying to remind me of my drug use, and not throwing them away is, you'd think it'd be the first thing I would do, just because I'm so ashamed of it.
Yeah. What do you think your body's trying to tell you by reminding you of your drug use?
I don't know. It's like I get pizza. I know that's bad for me, but I always throw that away. But I keep on leaving out these pill boxes to just remind me that I do this. This is me. This is my identity.
And do you think it's trying to send like what message do you think it's trying to send you?
It's I think I'm subconsciously just telling myself that this is who you've become and this is who you are.
So it sounds like the message that you're getting from that you feel that you're getting from your body is adding to this sense of shame, and
yes.
That it's not a positive message that your body's giving you.
No. I mean, I'm definitely not proud of this.
And you see
and
that
I'm surprised that I don't throw it out.
And that leads you to believe that the possibility that you could make a change could be a gateway to living a life with less shame and more pride.
Yeah, I definitely want a life that I'm proud of.
And what would that look like? What kind of life would you be proud of?
Just a life with hobbies, and I don't even know what that would look like, but you know, you see young couples all exhausted, sunglasses on, coffees in hand, walking kids with strollers. You know, I'd rather, but they have a mission, they're sort of less worried about themselves, I want that. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it looks 15 times better than what I'm doing now, where I'm just naturally tired without any purpose. It's like, why would I want to continue living a life just feeling tired, out of it, but with nothing to work towards? It's like my energy's just being zapped for this drug. It's almost as if the Xanax is really living a life that I'm not living at all.
Sounds like you are seeking more agency and perhaps a different purpose to serve.
Yeah, I would say so.
And you've also mentioned being interested in having a family.
Yeah, I mean, I'm done serving my own needs. It's gotten me nowhere. You'd think I'd be, at this point, living some life of pure ecstasy and having fun all the time, but it's so fleeting. And it's not fun. I'm really tired all the time, pretty miserable. So I just know that a different life, it has to be better than this. So I might as well go that route.
Sounds like the status quo is pretty unsatisfying, and there's the capacity for really meaningful, rewarding things with making a change, albeit a difficult one.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to add about, I guess, how you're thinking about wanting to pursue this road? Or is there something I'm missing or mischaracterizing?
No, it's just, I know what, from just talking to you, I know what the right path is. I know what a good person would choose. It just, and I know I could start tomorrow, but I know that it's not just it's going to be so hard. That's what bothers me. I wish it was just so much easier. I miss the days of drinking and smoking pot and having days in between where I wasn't using, and eventually just hopping back on the wagon and hopping off. Now it's like an everyday affair. So I almost wish I could go back and make some changes, and that also hurts too, is the knowing that a couple really bad decisions along the way put me in this spot, and now I have to work 70 times harder to go back.
That's a heavy thing to grapple with. It's a heavy thing to grapple with. Alrighty, let's get back out of the individual parts, and you can do a little like shindy if you want to de-roll or something, whatever you need to do. What'd you think about that exercise?
It was really nice. Made the decision easier.
Really? What are you thinking?
Well, I mean, when you're in sort of that individual role, you're not so worried about the other part. Just being able to focus on each individual part is kind of freeing, because when you're juggling both at the same time, one just seems to always be winning and out voicing the other one. It's nice to give sort of the different parts of me just a little breathing room.
That's the hope.
Yeah.
You thinking any differently about it now than you were at the beginning of the session? It's
Definitely.
Okay. I was gonna say it's fine if you're not. Sometimes these things take a little bit to process.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely thinking about it. I just, I don't want to. I know the decision I have to make. I just hate what the future holds. But I also love it too. It's exciting.
That sounds like we're moving into the how, which is another exciting step that I look forward to pursuing next time I see you.